Man, listen, I did a video on Cynthia G last night, and TONYA TKO. The fact that TONYA TKO said, "Hey, look, Cynthia, you're not my cup of tea. I'm gonna go my separate ways. I'm gonna do me. You go live your best life, sweetheart." So I kind of, I kind of gave, TONYA TKO a standing ovation, because I feel like at some point in time when people are not your cup of tea, you have to be strong enough to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go my separate ways," or whatever. But one of the reasoning she decided to go her separate ways was because she didn't agree with the comment. Good morning, good morning. She didn't agree with the comment that Cynthia G had in regarding to babies. So I did the video last night, and I got several comments that I found to be very interesting. I actually made one of the comments a screen thumbnail, and I'm gonna read some of it. It's from Robbie Steele. So if they're listening, hey, thank you for your comment, thank you for tuning in. But I'm gonna read your comment or whatever. All right, DOD, I see you. The church lady, I see you. So I'm gonna read this real quick to you guys. Robbie Steele says in the comments, he says, Cynthia G's channel is about trying to find solutions for situations that black men refuse to solve and are choosing to be complacent in. It's not about killing black male children. And in fact, if you think about it, you should be grateful to her. Okay. Glad you said that. Let me play something. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Salute to DOD. DOD, I actually just seen one of your videos, brother, and I was about to just play that, man. So it's interesting that you in here. Fair use. I'm gonna go ahead and use this or whatever. You guys check out DOD. But he was saying some things along the lines of exactly what I was saying about Cynthia G and that whole rhetoric or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So my thought process is this, okay? I said yesterday that that had a son. I believe someone said in the comments that she doesn't have a son. She has a daughter. Either way it goes, anytime anyone, a male or female, decides to tell you to abort children based on gender, race, color, religion, creed, whatever the case may be, it's wrong. It's wrong. And to be under this impression, Robbie Steele, to be under this impression that Cynthia G channel is about finding solutions for situations that black men refuse to solve. Cynthia G, it's going to take black men to fix black men issues. It's going to take black men to fix and address black men issues. And I do believe, depending on where you go, depending on who you listen to, depending on who you hang around, those situations are being addressed. There are a lot of great black fathers out there. There are a lot of great black entrepreneurs. There are a lot of men in committed relationships. But for some reason, we missed the mark on highlighting that. And the only thing that we want to talk about is the bad. Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I believe that men should empower men. I believe that women should empower women. But this is what I don't believe. I don't think that empowering men as a man, I should disrespect women in the process. I don't believe that you empowering women should disrespect men in the process. But for some reason, the lines are getting blurred. Here's what happened. If you guys go back to my video that I did yesterday, I had Cynthia G sympathizers in the comments typing in all caps, saying that, black men are this and black men are that and all of this other stuff. And my thought process is, at what point of time do you go from fan to fanatic? At what point in time do you go from fan to fanatic? At what point in time do you say, you know what, hey, if he's not sitting here disrespecting her, I'm not going to disrespect him? But it's like a lot of times I hear Cynthia G talk about the pick-me's, like the women that want men to like them or want to be chosen by them. I believe that a lot of the women that came to Cynthia G's aid in my comment section are pick-me's. They want, hey, Cynthia G, look at me. Look at how I'm disrespecting him. I didn't curse at Cynthia G. I didn't downgrade Cynthia G. The only thing that I spoke on was the fact that I feel like, why are we talking about the abortion of black male babies? Here's my thought process. If you in your mind believe that there is nothing but negative black men out there, bad black men, right? Don't want to be fathers, don't want to be in committed relationships. They have no power, they have no property, they don't want to do anything, they're lazy. If you kill off all of the young unborn black males, then you're left with them. Why not produce more black men and show them as mothers? Because that's the real conversation. As a woman and as a mother, what are you going to do better with your children? That's the real conversation. And then as a man, what am I going to do better as a man to make sure that my children prosper and they grow into responsible adults? I think we're missing the mark on the conversation. I think we're putting too much time and energy on promoting the negative and not harping on the positive. When I read this comment, it took me for a loop, because I said, I wonder, does Robbie still really believe that? Cynthia G's channel is about trying to find solutions for situations that black men refuse to solve or are choosing to be complacent in. How is Cynthia G solving black men's problems? By calling them names. How does degrading them make them level up? Make them want to do better. Make them want to be fathers. Make them want to be in committed relationships. Make them want to be leaders. How does what you do affect black men in a positive light? Now, I said yesterday that there are numerous YouTubers just like Cynthia G. She's not the only one. There are males and there are females that promote this hate speech, that promote this narrative that black men and black women or black communities, they just can't get right. They just can't do better. And my thought process is, you have a voice, you have a platform, you have people that listen to you, and this is a great time to really promote solutions. It shouldn't take me 15 videos to figure out your solution. It should take me one video. So if one video, I get an opportunity, I said, you know what, you went live for an hour, I'm gonna give you an hour. I'm gonna take the time and really listen to you. I'm not gonna listen to you with my eyes wide shut. I'm not gonna listen to you with my ears closed. 5 minutes of fame, talk to me. And all you spew out is hatred. All you spew out is how black women should leave black men alone, how black men ain't shit, how they're dusties and how they're trash bags. And you expect men at the end of the day to want to come and sit at the same table with you. See, here's the thing. The same way that you have women that are pick-me's, you have men that are pick-me's. You have men that would run and say, Cynthia G, whatever you say, baby. And these are probably men that are unsuccessful in real life. These are probably men that can't really get women in real life. Because I don't know any real man that would sit down and applaud what you're doing. Your channel is not about providing solutions that support the black community. Your channel is about people that are that's been hurt, that's been victimized, that's been abused, that's been ignored, that didn't get the validation and the attention that they wanted. So they come to your channel and they say, we all gonna hate together. Regardless of what you say, because see, some people, even when somebody called you Hitler, some people would say, hey, you know what, you're going too far. Why would I even have a conversation about killing unborn male black children? Why would that even be on the table? Why would that be a solution? Let me listen to DOD. Shout out to him. I'll go check out his channel or whatever case to be. Hey, DOD, feel free to drop your link. Let's listen to what he had to say about the whole Cynthia G's narrative and what's going on or whatever case may be.
Peace, everybody, and welcome back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. Yesterday, Taz did a live stream in which he was trying to defend and protect Cynthia G. Now, he was trying to defend Cynthia G, saying that black women should abort black male babies. Now, of course, they tried to twist it and turn it and make it seem like Cynthia G didn't say that.
Okay, one, I know she said it. That's one. Or I wouldn't even be talking about it. But two, there was someone in the comments that said, matter of fact, I think it was this. It is. It said, Robbie Steele says, in fact, if you think about it, you should be grateful to her, right? There's more to the comment, but of course I can't read the rest of it because it's cut off. But it's actually in the other videos comment section. But here's my thought process. The people that was coming to Cynthia G's defense didn't say she didn't say that. They didn't say she didn't say that. Okay. My stance is, why are you saying that? So if you're going to address me, address what the fuck I say. Don't address something you want to make up. Address what I say. I'm reading comments and people like, yo, this is a breath of fresh air. Hey, I was saying the same thing. I don't know why she would say that. Hey, this is hate speech. What she's saying, etc., etc., etc. And I'm like, okay. And then I get to certain comments and I'm scratching my head because you got people typing in all caps. And I'm like, why are you typing in all caps? Like, why are you typing in all caps? Then you got other people saying that her channel was about promoting solutions. And I'm like, how long has Cynthia G been promoting her message? Because solutions should be about action, right? So how long has she been promoting this same rhetoric? Has she changed anything? Has she produced betterment anywhere? Has there been any man that says, you know what, Cynthia G, you know, after watching your channel, after listening to you call me Dusty day in and day out, after listening to you saying, you know, I got this trash bag mentality and how the white man, I'm inferior to the white man. I don't own anything. I'm too lazy. You made me change my life, Cynthia. Thank you. After condemning me, after even saying, you know what, I shouldn't even been born, and anybody that's coming after me, they should be killed too. They should be aborted. Thank you for changing my life. And you have people, not fans, fanatics, sit down and say what you're saying is right. That's some scary shit. You're on Cynthia G's page as a man, looking for her to give you guidance, looking for her to give you direction as a man. Whether you consider yourself high value, manly man, alpha dog, alpha man, whatever, you're on Cynthia G's page looking for her to give you guidance. Somebody said a hit dog will holler. Why are you even worried about this? Well, my thought process is, there are black men out there that I know are very confident, very sophisticated, very educated, doing the things that they need to do as entrepreneurs, fathers, brothers. They're handling their responsibilities as adults. And I know that after them, they're going to produce more of the same. Imagine somebody preaching against that. Because when you know better, you do better. When you have a certain level of education and a certain level of knowledge and awareness, you understand that, you know what, this is just one incident. This is just one extreme. But when you start saying, well, before you have an opportunity to show me that you're a bad person, to make a baby mama, to go to jail, to commit some type of crime, we say just kill them all. If a man would have said, ladies, I want you to start aborting all female black females, you would have did everything in your power to cancel culture. You would have did everything to Me Too, to We Too, to Us Too. You would have did everything and you can. But see, my thought process is, why can you get away with that hate speech? Why can your subscribers sit there and be like, I'm gonna promote your message? Matter of fact, if I see someone that don't agree with your message, I'm going to hop in their comment section and I'm gonna disrespect them. Cynthia G, you being put on notice. There are black men out there that are successful. I'm sorry you don't know them. There are black men out there that are great fathers. I'm sorry that you don't know them. There are black men out there that are committed and strive and very successful at what they do. I'm sorry you don't know them. Beating someone down mentally, verbally, physically, financially, spiritually. Ladies and gentlemen, empowerment should not be weaponized to hurt other people. And if there's any woman out there that has been through so much, that Cynthia G's message is like a breath of fresh air. I want you to divest from the men that are supposed to be protectors and providers and role models. It don't matter where they're from. It don't matter who they are. It don't matter what they did in life. If they're black men, they're bad. Somebody said she's only talking about a few types of black men. Okay. Well, I say this all the time. Where are the good black men at, Cynthia? Have you taken the time to interview them? Have you taken the time to say these are examples of what I'm saying in reference to good black men? Or do you just highlight the bad? When you just highlight the bad, you send a very, see, here's the thing. She didn't say divest from some black men. She didn't say divest from those black men. She said black men. She didn't say, oh, well, only these unborn black male children should be aborted. She encompassed all. She encompassed all. So somebody said, well, she's only talking about this type. Well, what about the positive people? Ladies and gentlemen, when you have a lot of positive, when you have something relevant and real in your life, you understand what I'm saying? It makes you think differently. But when you don't have it, you tend to focus on the negativity. How refreshing would it be to show balance? Hey, this is a negative person, but this is a positive person. Balance. Balance. And then when you sit there, you're not coming up with any nicknames or whatever case to be, because this is not a joke. If you're saying this is for solutions, according to Robbie Steele, Cynthia G's channel is about trying to find solutions for situations that black men refuse to solve or are choosing to be complacent in. What's the jokes for? How is that finding solutions? How is that finding solutions? How is that building anything? How does that empower women? If I sit down on my channel and I only point out all the negative women all the time, well, the question would be from somebody that's educated or have an ounce of common sense, do you not know any positive women? Why don't you highlight them? Why don't you show them the example of what you mean by this is a high valued man. This is a man's man. This is an alpha male. This is someone that I can respect. I haven't seen any black males that you respect. And that's concerning, because if you don't respect any black males, my question to you is, who do you actually respect as a man? I'm going to say a few things or whatever case may be. Some of you all going to be able to relate to what I'm saying. And then again, you know, for those that just are kind of looking for an excuse to have an issue with the conversation, that's fine too. Okay. I worked with a lot of black people who were not proud to be black. They did everything they could to fit in to other races and strategically try to position themselves and say, I'm not like them. I'm not like those black people. I'm not ghetto. I'm not hood. I'm not ratchet. Get that off my screen. And I'm noticing the same type of vibes with Cynthia G. The same type of vibes. Because my thought process is, if you are a successful black woman, it is hard for me to understand, if you're a successful black woman, You don't know any successful black men? Black men? That just, it seems crazy to me. That seems crazy to me. Like, to me, it's like you want to fit into a circle, and then it's like I don't know if it's this Valley girl. I really don't know what that is. But my thought process is, I feel like it's amazing to me that people can hide who they really are, but then tell everybody else that the people that they're talking about is damaging. I don't have to wear a mask to have a conversation. I don't have to hide myself to have a conversation. I don't have to degrade people to have a conversation. And I'm just trying to figure out, why is it you feel the need to say what you're doing is providing solutions? Well, what's the solution? What got fixed? What got fixed? If you are a Cynthia G sympathizer, right? You support her wholeheartedly. She can do no wrong. Can you tell me what Cynthia G fixed? What did she fix? With the rhetoric that she promotes. Matter of fact, any YouTuber that you promotes some type of hate speech towards another gender, another race, at the end of the day, what did they fix? Because here's the thought process. If every day you're still starting back at the start line, you ain't fixed a motherfucking thing. You didn't make any progress. Because I'm bad to talk about trash bags last year, and I'm still talking about trash bags this year. Then my thing about it is, this whole time frame you ain't helped nobody. There were no good men, founders, and leaders, and providers, and protectors. What did your message do, Cynthia? Some people say, well, you can't trust TONYA TKO because she's just trying to do it for views. I have no idea. But I do know she said, I publicly disagree with you. So, y'all. Shout out to DOD.
As Cynthia G said that if she had found out that she was pregnant with a boy, that she would abort it. Okay, but when you look into the chat, that Tara agreed with Cynthia G. So Cynthia G wasn't saying it just for herself, and she knew when she was saying it, she wasn't saying just for herself. But you got this motherfucker Taz, who is a black man who is supposed to be B1, right? Black first, right? But he is co-signing Cynthia G, saying that black women should abort black male babies. Now, I have a question for Cynthia G. We all know Cynthia G got pregnant by a dusty dude named Rob Perkins. And he is the dustiest of the dusty because Cynthia G used to call brothers like him plantation buck.
TONYA TKO for about 2 months. Well, I haven't heard her say that. She just did a video in the last 24 to 48 hours talking about how she is going her separate ways. And why? Because she felt like she started name dropping. I don't even know all the names or whatever, but she was basically speaking in general, but she was talking about the situation. And then Cynthia G went live and she started saying she don't know what's going on with TONYA. She thought they was cool, etc. But I mean, that's female stuff. I really don't care about that. We're not going to do that. Okay, we're not going to do that. The issue here is aborting unborn black males and then encouraging black women to do this. That's the issue. That's the issue. That's my concern. That's what I'm worried about. Because my thought process is, you may be aborting the next black male president. You may be aborting the next black doctor or psychologist or astronaut. You may be aborting someone that needs to be here in order to change the narrative. But you're not going to give them a chance. That's my concern. And if that's not your concern, this may not be the channel for you. We're doing things to hinder our children and the next generation by promoting this rhetoric and this narrative of we hate you because of what Tyrone did presently, what Keisha did presently. So we're going to condemn the next generation and say, well, just abort them. Well, them ain't do nothing to you. Them went around and broke your heart. Them didn't call, them didn't abuse you. Them wasn't toxic. Them wasn't narcissists. So holding people that are unborn responsible for the things that happen to you presently in your adult life is crazy as shit. So if this ain't your cup of tea, then move on. Then move on. This ain't the message for you. Because anybody that don't see a problem with that, peace be with you. That is crazy to sit back and embellish and take that in and be like, yeah, Cynthia G is telling them. She's telling them what? She's building who to do what? Imagine 100 women marching into an abortion clinic talking about, I gotta make. Is Cynthia G in a successful relationship with a black man? Is she in a successful relationship with a black man? We're not going to ask any tough questions. We're just going to follow whatever you say. Whatever you say. If anybody don't agree with you, we're going to type in all caps in the comment section. Well, you're proving my point. That you're not a fan. You're not someone that says, you know what, this woman is actually speaking and giving solutions and providing the actions with it. What she's doing is promoting hate speech. That's what when you talk about the abortion of unborn babies, male black babies, that's hate speech. That's a certain level of genocide. And you to condone that or try to rearrange that, I don't give a fuck shit damn about who you think you are. The minute you start saying, well, let's start killing these unborn black children, you lost me. You lost me. I don't care if you thought you was giving a solution. I don't care if you thought you was changing the narrative. If you was promoting some new rhetoric, you lost me. You lost me. You got people running around talking about, oh, well, you was a mistake if you was a black male. But then you uplift these women to the point where you're not teaching them how to communicate. You're not teaching them how to be less emotional. You're not teaching them how to build their credit. You're not teaching them how to invest and buy property. You're not teaching them how to travel and get their passport stamp. You're not teaching them how to actually be present in a relationship and not self-centered. You're not teaching moms how to be moms and not deadbeat moms. You're not teaching women nothing but leaving black men alone, as if that's going to solve all their problems. If that ain't a bunch of bullshit, there are as many damaged men out there. There are equally enough of damaged black women. Stop trying to do this whole thing of, well, only men are messed up, not women, not us. Come here, Cynthia. Come here. Come here, Cynthia. Cynthia, come here. Come here. I'm not here to gaslight you. I'm not here to you. I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm here to let you know that what you're doing is dangerous, because there are people out there that are simple-minded and they're going to say, you know what, well, maybe this is the right thing to do. Maybe I shouldn't give my child an opportunity. Maybe I shouldn't give them the time, effort, and energy, because they ain't gonna be no good anyway. If you don't promote something positive, then how do you expect something positive to come out of the situation? Are you providing solutions? And if you say you've been doing the same narrative for the last 5 years, getting paid, doing whatever it is that you do, my thought process is, where are all the people that you actually helped that were black men? Since you're giving black men solutions, since you took it upon yourself to raise the flag up and protest, black men need to do better. Has any black man started doing better, Cynthia? Have you helped any relationships grow together or grow apart. These one-dimensional messages that are not balanced, that promote negativity and hatred and promote people having to level up on somebody else's back at somebody else's expense. At what point in time do we say we tired of all that shit? We cutting, it's a zero tolerance for all that shit. If you promote hate speech, you got to go. If you messing with kids, you got to go. If you trying to exploit victims for your come up, you got to go. At what point in time do we get to that? Where those adults at? I don't want people defending people that are full of shit. And obviously the message that you're promoting right now, it is not balanced. Taz exclusive. Now I had a conversation with Taz. I dedicated some time to Taz to really talk to him. So I'm not going to do that now because everything in that video I stand behind and I definitely stand on. But I know I'm going to get back to DOD's video right now. I don't understand how, and I've actually heard Taz kind of go head to head with her or whatever case may be. I don't understand how anybody, whether friend or foe, that you invite on your platform or go on their platform and you hear a woman say anything about aborting unborn black babies as if that's a solution. How that doesn't upset you. How that doesn't trigger you. How that doesn't concern you. They say you stand for something or you fall for anything. Taz, stand up. Be the man that you say you are. Stand up. This is not in a disrespectful manner. This is not a, oh yeah, all of that rah-rah and all of that fake social media crap. Get it out the way. I'm saying that if you feel that black men should have the opportunity to be successful, first of all, to be born. That's what we talking about. To be born. Can you imagine not having the opportunity to be born because someone else fears that another black man is going to come into the world and do another black woman the way somebody did her? Unless someone was driving in a car, saw you in your car, or saw you in a store, or some type of way saw you and they was a perfect stranger and they just walked up to you and started abusing you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You have a choice. You have a choice. Stop letting individuals promote this collective about all. I don't let an individual black woman, I don't let Cynthia G, right, depict all black women. I don't look at Cynthia G and have concerns about Cynthia G and say this is all. Matter of fact, because I don't want to see no more Cynthia G's, I say, well, we should start aborting unborn black females. That'll fix it. Let's start divesting from black women. That'll fix the problem. No. If you ignore the problem never goes away. Have you ever broken a glass? Have you ever broken it? You can walk around it. You can walk over it. You can walk through it. The fact of the matter is it's still there. The remnants of the problem is still there. And until you deal with it, it's going to increase. Every time you crack it, it's going to start spreading. So now, instead of it just being in the kitchen, now it's in the living room. Now it's in the bathroom. Now it's going up the stairs. You never dealt with the problem. You don't say we're going to deal with the problem by just leaving black men alone, where all black men ain't the problem. And if you never promote the black men that have the solution for the problem that you say is going on, where are the black fathers at? I want you to come on my show. I want people to see you, hear your story. Where are the black entrepreneurs at? I want you to come on my show so people can see you and see what's going on. I had a Cynthia G subscriber say, you know what, I'm gonna look through your page. I want to see what your page is about. I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to do that. But listen. Don't just look, listen. If we don't empower one another, we don't start learning to empower ourselves. So it's three ways to this, right? Empowering ourselves, right? Empowering the opposite sex, and also empowering the same sex. Because with all of that push of energy, all of that positive push, all of that now energize our generation, our children. To have a woman believe that the answer is to abort black male unborn children, I don't see the positive in that. I don't see divesting from black men as if all black men are the problem, or you put this man, if you're a black male, you're gonna have to do extra shit to prove to me. Yeah, nah.
And all these children. And Cynthia G makes 6. If Cynthia G didn't abort her daughter, she found out when she was pregnant, she had a daughter. Not Cynthia G, her black daughter. Did she abort her? You see, another thing.
I just want to say something real quick. I came across DOD channel. His feelings and emotions are his feelings and emotions. Whoever she's talking about, the baby dad, like, I don't know the dad, really don't care about that situation. I think I'm very clear about what's my concern. So I don't want nobody to think that, you know, we share the same energy when it comes to whoever she's dealing with. I don't care about your personal life. I don't care about your personal life. There are statements being made that will affect our future.
It doesn't make sense either. Is she is talking, Cynthia G is talking about black men are no good. So,
Uncle Stu, I appreciate the donation. Much respect to you. My daughter and I are doing a live chat tonight. Good Father are here. I love your content. Please stop by tonight. I got you. I try to stop by, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Do me a favor and drop the name of your channel inside the chat room or whatever, and I'll try to highlight it or something. Thank you.
Why would all of these women have babies by black men, or I should say, let's say, okay, let me rephrase this. Say a black woman is pregnant by a black man, and they find out that he or the she is pregnant with a black male child. What man would allow his woman to abort that child because he's a male? All black men, shoot, all men of all races, but all black men want to have a boy, want to have a son. So what man in his right mind would allow his woman to abort his black son? And then if all black men are dusty and they're not worth being with, why would you get pregnant by one? Why would you lay down with a black man if he's no good?
DOD. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a disdain for black men or black women, stop sleeping with them. Stop sleeping with them. If you have a disdain for black men or black women, don't do something you don't like. Don't do it. There is no need for the baby mama or the baby daddy to run the social media. My baby mama and my baby daddy. First of all, if you're not grown enough to be able to handle your problems in-house, no one of you guys should be having a child. You're bringing your child into a toxic situation. So ma'am, sir, right? When you run the social media with your personal problems involving your children, right? You're showing the world that neither one of y'all have enough consensus to sit down as adults and say we have a child together. Let's break it down. Let's go a little bit further. Let's peel back by a man you don't like, you don't want, and you trash bag, he's broke, he's this, he different conversation. Why knowing that he's a fuck up? He's a jackass, he's insecure, all of these, it's a list of shit. It's a list of shit that for some reason you already knew about. But then when you have the baby, you now take this list and you want everybody on social media and any hate group that you can find, any female that you can grab onto and say, girl, let me pull on your heartstrings, because that's really what they're saying. And then you promote this hate. I really wish YouTube would make you say your full name, because here's my thought process. I want to see if you're successful or not, right? I want to see the personal reasons or business reasons. I want to see if you got that clout, like energy like that. Because a lot of times, like a lot of successful people doing a lot of unsuccessful shit. Unsuccessful people doing unsuccessful shit. Fellas, if the woman was a hoe before you met her, there's no reason to have a baby with her and scream she was a hoe. There are so many signs that Cynthia G bringing children with someone you hate and you despise. And then when you have the baby, you spend the rest of the 18 years talking about the parent, working against the other parent, trying to weaponize child support, trying to do all of these things. Hey, they say a hit dog a holler. It's bucking. That is the empowerment, I believe. If you don't like them, leave them alone. When I don't like a restaurant, I don't keep on going back. I don't keep on driving there. I don't keep on frequenting there. I don't tell my friends about it. Like I'm not thinking about you. Out of sight, out of mind. Some of y'all be saying I don't like black men, but all you do is talk about black men. I don't like black women, but all you do is talk about black women. I'm about to piss somebody off. If you don't like them, leave them alone. Don't talk about them. When he said, you ain't got nothing to say, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You spending all this time, what makes me think that there's somebody you wanted that didn't want you. There's somebody that you wanted that got somebody else that now is standing in the way, and you saying, well, hey, since I can't have you, I'm gonna condemn you. Cynthia G, you giving me that vibe. The women that are on your page and those subscribers, I'm kind of getting of like, because my thing about it is, how many of those people are in successful relationships? These people that are coming and applauding you and giving you donations, time, and energy, because let's just be real. How many of those people are in successful relationships? Hell, how many of those people are married? How many of those people have a credit score over 750? Own their own house? Got access to a car? Can take a trip anytime they want to? Got over $10,000 in the bank? Not a lot, Cynthia. Not a lot. So when you're having an unsuccessful conversation and you're preaching to the choir and they're cheering for you and cheering for you, my thought process is, are these successful people? Is this a conversation with successful people? Or are we faking it till we make it? We're faking it until we get a good man. We're faking it until we get our credit score up. We're faking it until we actually can go from the studio apartment into maybe a 3-bedroom home, maybe, until we can afford to get our car fixed. We've been taking a bus. We've been getting friend rides. we'll just fake it till we make it. We'll act like it's the man's fault that we can't level up by ourselves. Why when people hate you or they have a disdain for you, they need everybody else to hate you too? Why when people have a disdain for you individually, they need everybody of, hey y'all, we need to hate this person. Yeah, I know they ain't do anything to you. It don't matter. It don't matter. But I'm a woman. So yeah. I don't like this. I can't get this female. She won't even give me the time of the day. So when I get line and I'm gonna bash them. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. All right. I see this double team on social media all the time. It's like you have an individual problem, and collectively you want to pull everything in to your individual problem. You want to promote vindictiveness, toxicness, narcissistic behavior. You want to do all of this stuff. So at the end of the day, you say, I got back at you. Salute. I see you. At the end of the day, you can say, I got back at you. See, the difference is I know that people are not perfect. I know that we all go through shit. I know that we all going through shit. But the fact of the matter is, me getting through my shit is not about condemning you. It's not about condemning you. Me trying to empower myself, telling me I need to level up, giving myself the pep talk. You know how you give yourself the pep talk. Today is my day, goddammit. I'm living my best life. Shanana. In that process of coaching myself, pep talking myself, it has nothing to do with me destroying black women, with me pointing out all the flaws that I think individuals have, that I collectively now say this is black women. So I don't understand Cynthia G, when you say Cynthia G's page is about solutions and fixing black men. What's been fixed? What's been fixed? I just want to know what's been fixed. Angry Day says, to get a good man, you gotta be a good woman. Sometimes the best advice is the simplest advice. Cynthia G, are you the person that you require? Are you the person? Are you the spitting example of what a good man will emulate? Trustworthiness, loyalness, you care, you have a certain level of self-awareness, you're successful in real life, you spend your time wisely. Cynthia G, what do you spend your time doing? Somebody just stumbling across your page and they find you, Cynthia G, okay, boom, press play. I want you to abort black babies. What? What? What job can you go to, Cynthia G, in Seattle? I know about Seattle. Where can you go with that message? Who would hire you? Can you imagine you going and applying for a job or whatever, and they say, okay, Cynthia, whatever your real name is, all right, let me check you out on social media. Boom. Okay. What does it say about you? What does it say about your followers that support you? Ladies and gentlemen, if for some reason you come across this message, right, you see Cynthia G's name or you see a thumbnail or whatever, and you are a fan, you are a fanatic of Cynthia G, you will die for her. You will give her all your food stamps. I'm asking that you please sit down and listen to what I'm saying. The middle of the day, a lot of it makes sense. Understand that you want to find a place to belong to. Everybody, it's like I just want to find a channel that I can navigate to. Maybe it's entertainment, maybe it's not, maybe it's negative, maybe it's not, but I just want to belong for this next 15 minutes. For this next hour, I want to be a part of something bigger than I. because a lot of people don't have anything in their life that's bigger than that. I get it. I get it. So they figure, well, this person has already reached a certain plateau, so I might as well join the team. I might as well ride the wave. I might as well jump on the bandwagon. And so you jump on the bandwagon. And here's the thing. You're not just content with being on the bandwagon. You want whoever the bandwagon leader is to know that you riding for them. So then you start speaking craziness. You start doing a whole bunch of nonsense. You start doing anything you can in other people's comments, typing in all caps, trying to show, you ain't gonna talk about Cynthia G. Well, my thought process is, if she speaks to men, why can't men speak back? If she speaks to men, why can't men speak back? I appreciate you taking the time out to point out men's bad behavior, right? But I wish your message was more balanced. I wish that you start being more responsible with the message that you promote, because there are some young girls and some older girls that's naive too. But somebody's going to take your message to heart, and they're going to put some black boy through that turmoil and say, I'm going to abort your baby. I'm not going to give your male son the opportunity to live because I think they're going to grow up and be a piece of shit. Because Cynthia G is always promoting that most black men are pieces of shit. So I'm so naive that I'm not going to give your child the opportunity. That's why we're having this conversation. That's why we're saving somebody. Even if it's just one, even if we just do something to balance what that message is. What makes it tough is because a lot of people don't care. They don't care to take the time, or they don't know how to combat it or address it in a manner where it's just like, I'm not here to attack you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know you personally, so I don't talk about you as a mother. I don't care who you dated. I don't care how you got pregnant. I don't care about none of that. My thought process is, why would any mother who's had a child, whether out of wedlock, married, etc., 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 why would you think that that child is a curse because it was by a black man? And encourage other women, if they are pregnant by black men and they're having a male son, to abort that son, that child. You ain't got a problem with that? Sexy Slim said, I'm glad I didn't get aborted. My mom almost aborted me, but God spoke to her and said that was his. No doubt. No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to find a reason, find a motivation to want to do better. I ain't a preacher, but it's a message. And I know right now it's like, you know, especially when you get people, they tune into your messages like, oh, he got his hat to the back. Is that a polo hat or his shirt? I don't like the color green. I don't like his beard. They look for anything to derail your message instead of sitting back and listening to the message. I can tell you guys, I sat back and I listened to Cynthia G's message, and I started to cringe because I'm like, I don't see that she's happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that she's happy. Like, imagine me feeling empowered. Imagine me getting excited talking about how bad black women are. Like, I'm like, yeah, man, oh my God, these black women ain't shit. Oh my God. Like, excited. You can see I'm happy. I'm overjoyed. It inspires me. It empowers me. And I encourage other people to join in on the conversation. What's the conversation, Cynthia? What are we empowering women to do? Leaving men alone will only put the spotlight on you as a woman. So then who do you have left to blame? When there ain't no more black men, right? You've divested to 100%. Now that it's all women, all black women, who do you have left to blame? Do you now go to Hispanic men? Do you go to Oriental men? Or do you go for the gusto? Now you go for white men. So once you get rid of all the men and it's nothing but women, do you start blaming dark-skinned women, fat women, tall women, women that got credit scores under 600? The blame never stops. Cynthia G, the blame never stops. That's why it's best to deal with it. It's best to work out real solutions. Bring people together and stop trying to separate them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mario J. This is Tough Love. Cynthia G, I do this with the utmost respect. I would hope that your supporters realize that, and I hope that you realize that what you say is very important. And if it's about promoting solutions to build, then you don't have to break down other people. You don't have to break down other races or other genders to reach whatever it is that you're trying to reach. Until next time, a daughter. Peace.